Good morning and welcome to today's verse. Today's verse comes to us from 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8, and it says this, "And above all things have fervent love for one another, for love covers a multitude of sins." Now, how are we to live in light of the Lord's return and the climax of human history? Peter tells us is that we're to have fervent love for one another. It is best illustrated, I think, by looking at a sprint, an athletic race where these sprinters are running down the line. They're almost side by side. They're running, they're reaching, trying to make it to the finish line first. And it's that idea of reaching and stretching and straining. It is the type of love that you love to the utmost, that you have this passionate type of love for the brother. Just as God has loved us, we ought to love one another. How has he loved us? He's loved us with this agape type of love, this unconditional, unmerited favor. He loves us in spite of ourselves. And we're to love one another in that fashion as well. To love somebody in spite of the fact that they might hurt you, persecute you, abuse you, ridicule you. They might speak evil against you. They might injure or mock you. We're to love them as God has loved us. And the most wonderful thing that happens when we love like this is that this type of love covers a multitude of sins. Now, what does that mean? It means that when we love like this, then we're not giving over to hating and reacting and sinning against one another. When we love like this, then it means that we have this forgiving spirit, that we're not living with a sinful, unforgiving spirit where we begin to just build up resentment toward another person. It means when we love like this, that in spite of how they treat us, that we show the love of Christ toward them. We're more likely to win them over for Christ because they see in something in us that they cannot understand, and that is love. And the Lord has commanded us that we're to love one another as he has loved us. To God be the glory for the great things he has done. I pray that you would meditate upon this verse. It would be a word of encouragement to you as you go throughout your day. I pray that you would have a safe day. Middle of the week, hump day, as they say. Don't know where they got that from. But anyway, have a safe day and then tune in again tomorrow. Yes, as we consider today's verse.